Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! We're here for another episode. ESL Trailblazer channel. Nondas Petas, that's my name. I don't mention it very often, so I thought maybe it's a good time to mention it as we get ready for episode 9. I'm excited. Let's get this going, huh? So I thought that today we should be talking about something outside of the professional realm, get a little bit more personal, and do something about Christmas time. Hence hat, hence Merry Christmas wishes to everybody out there. So, family? What is Christmas? Family, food, drinks, no work. Yeah, no work. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. One more week to go, okay? But before we get there, winter is coming in 4 days. Winter is coming, okay? So hang in there, sit tight, and enjoy this episode, okay? And then all the food and drinks that come with Christmas. So with that said, that's where I'm going, okay? I got my stocking full of expressions today. Tease the season, we say in English, okay? So I'm gonna open it up, take out some expressions, and get us started. Let's have a look here. First expression. I thought, what kind of expressions should we cover? And I've noticed that my students here in Poland struggle a lot sometimes and feel a little bit uncomfortable with that initial social interaction when they're a guest in someone's home or you are the guest in their home, okay? Typically in Poland, when I go to someone's house, I get witam, zapraszam, come, and that's it. Walk in, take off your shoes, boom, let's eat. And you know what comes first? Soup. But in English-speaking countries, we do it a little bit differently. We got a few little bit of expressions that to quite honest, I don't hear anybody use here in this country. So I don't know if it is different in other countries, but I'd love the feedback on this, all right? So here we go. First one from the stocking. Santa Claus special. Here we go. Make yourself at home. It's a knockout, okay? That one, straight up, needs to be used every time. You get into someone's house, you're the guest, the person is the guest, you're the host, they walk in, you take off the coat, you tell them to leave their shoes on, okay? All right, and then you say, make yourself at home. That means in English exactly what I think all of you have already guessed and know, and probably have a similar version in your language, but we use a lot in English, is, be comfortable, get comfortable. That means you can sit where you want, you can drink what you want, you can eat what you want, you can walk around where you want. Make yourself at home. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody wants to feel that when they walk in. They don't want to be like feeling all uncomfortable and worried that if they touch something, don't touch that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay, so make yourself at home. First expression. Here we go, next one. Help yourself. Help yourself. Okay, so the guest or you ask the host, can I have some of this cake? In Poland, they love cake. You can't go to someone's house and not have cake. If someone offers you cake and you say you don't want any cake, they'll be like, are you sure? You don't want any cake? I'd love some cake, okay? But when you actually take the initiative and ask for some cake, you might get an answer, help yourself. That means, go ahead, have whatever you like, okay? But that's the expression. That's the natural thing that we would say in English, native speakers would say. Not, yes, of course, yes, of course, yes, of course. That's what a lot of my students say. And it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not the natural way, okay? Here's another one. By all means have some cake. You want some more cake? I got another 3 cakes right here, and I got another one right down the dinner table. In Poland, they love their cake, okay? By all means, have yourself a drink. You want a drink? By all means, help yourself. Okay, they might actually get a little bit insulted that you asked before you just helped yourself. But anyway, that's a different story. All right, finally, be my guest. Another very good one. Okay, it's another response for when someone asks if they can use something or have some of the food that's lying on the table. Okay, if you go into someone's kitchen and you open their refrigerator, they might, and you say, "Can I eat that sandwich that's right there?" You're not gonna get "Be my guest." But if you want, you can give it a try and see what happens. All right, but pretty much everything else, help yourself. Be my guest. Make yourself at home. By all means. Okay? Very good, classic native speaker language that we use a lot. And native speakers out there, if you're listening and watching this, if you're not using this, come on, get back on it. Show a little bit of courtesy and use these expressions, okay? Don't say yes, of course. Old school, it's out. This Christmas, 2017, we're using those expressions. It's not natural. It's not natural, okay? Now, I got a couple of idioms for you. It's going to be a short episode. I don't want to keep it going too long, all right, with the expressions. Santa told me that I should include these, okay, just in case you want a little bit of, something extra. So, one of my favorites all time. My students know I love teaching this one. Boom! Cream of the crop. Now, cream of the crop. Let's make something clear here. Creme de la creme. Do we know what that means? No? Best of the best. Okay? So if someone comes over your house and says, "How's that cake?" You're going to say, "That's the cream of the crop." Okay? If someone comes over and says, "How's your carp? What kind of carp do you make? What kind of soup do you have? What dishes are you serving?" And they ask you if it's any good or if it's quality, you know what to say. It's the cream of the crop. End of discussion. That person has heard that expression. They know you mean business and it's going to be delicious. Have a seat and enjoy. Bon appetit. Okay. The next one up it's important. On the rocks. Okay. On the rocks also goes with, I'm gonna do two at once here. Make it a double. If you're a single man or a single woman and you're not spending it with a lot of family members and you're going out to a Christmas party and you go to the bar, you might need to say, "On the rocks, make it a double." Okay? I think it's pretty self-explanatory what it means, but sometimes, I don't know, if English is our second language, we might be a little bit unsure about how to say exactly what we want. If it's going to be a naughty Christmas or a long Christmas and you're not feeling up to the task, make it a double. On the rocks. Done. Okay? That's it. I got a couple more here. Oh, I gotta say this one. Santa has a good one here, and I gotta mention it. There's two more here that are related with food, idioms, and then I'm out. Santa's out. Santa's getting out of town, not coming into town, okay? That's it. Here we go. Boom. That one. Okay? And boom. I'm doing two together. Oops, sorry. Spice things up. Spice things up. Okay? And all the trimmings. All the trimmings. That's magic right there. Okay, so what do they mean, all right? All the trimmings is when you go to mom's house and she makes you that dish that you love with all the trimmings. That means it's got everything that you love on it, okay? If you go and you get a zapiekanka, you get it with all the trimmings, that means it's got everything on there, everything, okay? If you go to your mom's or your dad's place and they make you a dish, or you're going for Christmas and they know that there's a dish there that you love, okay, son or daughter love, it's usually got all the trimmings, okay? And you want it with all the trimmings. Don't leave anything out there. Spice things up. I love this one. This is gonna maybe become my motto for the channel. Spice things up. Because I'm always telling you guys to mix it up, change it up, use different language. So that's what spice things up means. Spice things up means let's do something different. Let's change it up. Let's go to a different establishment for dinner. Let's try a different bar or cafe or restaurant for a change. Let's make a different dish for Christmas this year. Let's hang out with somebody else than we usually do for New Year's Eve. Let's invite some different people for the party. Spice things up. All those examples are excellent ways to spice things up. I'm not going to get into language, but you can definitely spice it up. As you know, every week I'm going to be spicing it up with something new. So please embrace it. I think it can be really useful. All right? I'm getting a little bit emotional. Okay, that's all I got for you this week. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. But before I leave you, I need to say a couple things about so far, after 9 episodes, this one being the 9th, how we're doing. Thank you very much for all the support out there. It's been great. I'm really appreciative. Wow, I didn't expect to get like such a reaction, and I'm glad because it gives me the power to continue. And I think what's even more rewarding is that the more I'm doing it, the more I'm realizing that I just have to be myself. And I think a lot of the feedback I've gotten has been that this is who you are, so just be you. And that is my advice to all of you viewers out there for Christmas, okay? Be yourselves with your family, be yourselves at work, be yourselves with your friends, be yourselves with your partners. It's connected with like respect and commitment, okay? Language learning is a commitment. The relationships we're in, they're our commitment. Everything we do in our lives require a kind of commitment. We need to give, because now we don't have any time anymore. Everybody's always complaining that they've got no time for anything. So whatever we actually put time to, let's commit that time and make sure that we do it the right way. Whether it's language learning and improving it, because it's a long process and it takes a long time, and sometimes we might have some hard roads along the way. But, you know, we got to stick to it. And that commitment is connected with the passion. If you got the passion, everybody says, I don't know what my passion is. I can't find my passion. It's not about finding it. It's just about respecting the work that you do, respecting the other people around you, and doing what you do the best in your abilities, and always looking to improve. That's it. If you keep looking to improve and looking to respect your colleague, your coworker, your family member, your partner, man, that's passion right there. That takes a lot of passion to do that, day in and day out. The same with language, okay? And finally, the one last thing I'd like to add is accountability. I think a lot of times nowadays, excuse me, did I just say I think? Like 3 times? Boom. The way I see it and the way I believe it is that accountability is essential, okay? Too many times we are not held accountable. We need to hold ourselves accountable. We need to hold ourselves accountable to the responsibilities that we have and the things that we do on a day-to-day basis. If it's language learning, which is what I'm trying to do here and get you guys to be passionate and learning about it, then being accountable means like holding yourself every week to that standard of improving and learning a new word or 2 words or 3 words or expressions or idioms or something else that helps your language fluency improve. But sticking with it, being committed, be accountable, hold yourself accountable. And that goes for the same when we're at work, and that goes for the same in our relationships, right? I hope you guys hear me on this one. So I feel like that's something I wanted to share because it's the Christmas, it's the holidays. I'm sure it's going to be a rockin' one for you guys this year. I hope you have found this episode valuable. Thank you for all your support. Remember, I'm leaving you with be accountable, be committed, respect, passion. Everything SL Trailblazers about. And spice things up. Yeah. Okay. Merry Christmas. I'll have another episode before the new year. Enjoy it with all the trimmings. Spice things up. Help yourself. And if things are going bad, make it a double on the rocks. Merry Christmas, guys. See you later.